Hey guys, I'm back. So today I'm going to work on the mask, and so this is the old original mask. This is probably, I don't know, 20 years old or so. You can see a lot of the white on the face. That's actual latex that I used to actually do a lot of repairs on the mask. And then I also bought some liquid latex for the actual paint, which this is a very, very thin latex that basically gets really, really gummy real quick. So that's what I mix in the paint. So this is basically the first base coat. So that's the first time, and this is my second coat here. This is my top coat, and I'm just making my own colors and just sprayed it on here. You can see that it's all wet at this point. And I just mixed a whole bunch of colors together to kind of get this natural flesh kind of looking. I don't know what it's supposed to actually look like. Like I said, there's a lot of different pictures on the internet, so it's not, it's not going to be perfect. But it seems like a lot of Billy Bobs are all different. So here you can see the paint has dried. So at this point I'm ready to start painting the cheeks. I think it came out pretty good. I think the color actually came out pretty good for just basically mixing paints together to get a color that represented pictures that are on the internet of Billy Bob. So I had some problems with my airbrush at first. It was kind of splattering all over the place, getting a lot of splatters after I would engage or disengage the button, but I figured all that out. It's the first time me actually using an airbrush, so I just kind of played around on cardboard and I was able to figure that out and get that going. So then I'm just basically using my latex red paint and just making some of his cheeks, and once again I'm just using pictures on the internet to kind of go off of. I've looked at a whole bunch of Billy Bobs. It seems like Billy Bob has different amounts of rosy cheeks, so I don't think it's that critical. It seems like they're all different. And so I'm just basically using the airbrush in a circular motion and not putting too much on, even though it is flexible paint. Just don't want to put too much for this type of application. And just did the other side as well, same kind of scenario, just getting used to the airbrush. I'm kind of taking my time. This video is actually sped up about 20 times here, so I'm actually just taking my time because I just don't want to mess it up. Otherwise I'm going to have to repaint the whole base of the mask again. Alright, so that's about it. I know it looks kind of weird right now, but don't forget the head fur actually goes over a lot of this, so there's only going to be a little portion of the cheeks showing once the head fur is attached. So I know it looks a little weird right now, but according to all the pictures I've looked at, this is basically what should be showing at this point. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to give him a little bit of some face surgery, I guess. We'll give him some surgery here. So what I did is I used blue painter's tape to mask off his nose, because now I want to give him a black nose. And I also, you can see there's tape right for the nostrils. I actually wanted to make nice little nostrils, so I cut the tape with scissors and then applied them to make as little nostrils. So it'll give like a little extra detail for his nose. And then I just started once again spraying using black paint. And this, like I said, this is another one of my latex mixtures. Yeah, I've had a lot of problems with spraying the latex through the airbrush. It gets clogged up really fast. I was able to get the mixture to the point where it was able to spray. This is a siphon based airbrush, so it basically sucks the paint up from the bottom. It requires more air pressure to do that. I'm running right about 45 psi right now on this airbrush. But yeah, it actually came out pretty well. Just applying a nice coat all the way around just to make sure it's coated. Alright, so we're going to move on to painting the mouth. Yeah, for the mouth, I was going to leave it just the flesh color. I saw some Billy Bobs that had it painted black for the mouth, and then some just had the flesh color. So I don't know. I don't know if it matters, but like I said, this is just a play around mask that I'm just, I just want to play around with it anyway, learn how to paint, learn how to restore it. So I'll eventually get a brand new mask and then decide there. But there you go. He has a nose and he has a black mouth at this point. I think the black mouth does look pretty nice. It does give it more definition to the character, and plus when he opens his mouth, I think it'll look good. And there's also a tongue that I'll be installing as well. So the next part is just to carefully remove the tape. Now I did speed this video up, so that's why it looks like I'm going fast, but I am taking my time in real time just to remove the tape. I did it about 15 minutes after I painted because I wanted to make sure the the tape didn't actually stick to my base paint. So I'm just basically, removing, and you can see that if you did the masking job the right way, you can see you'll have really nice lines, and it'll look real nice. Alright, well there you go. There is Billy Bob, and he's got his nice little nostrils there as well. You can see that tape job worked really nice. It gave it some nice definition, nice little indentations there. Looks more like a nice nose. And then finally what I did is I just painted the tongue. So I just took the tongue and actually painted that red. Alright, and then finally the tongue. I just painted the tongue red as well. I'll probably put a gloss on it to make it a little bit more shiny, but that's about it. Alright guys, this was about a whole week's worth of work, and hopefully you enjoyed and come back and see more of the restoration.